ass like. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it?
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Two clubs here each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Carry from Matt Breida. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Switch up. Spoke to Mike. Mike spoke. Let's go.
Here's a toss right side for Breida. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
Bring it.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
For the extra point.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen going deep for Diggs. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Tua. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Allen now on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
To John Brown.
John Brown, 89 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. This will be caught inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
John Brown with the reception. What a year he had in 2019. Had his first 1,000-yard season since 2015 and had the most catches in his career as well with 72. A very dangerous target both downfield and in the short areas where he can make the catch and make people miss.
Here's Allen to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jakeem Grant now to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And on the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Looking to pass. Tua. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete to Albert Wilson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
39-yard line.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White picks it off. Man, maybe a little too cute there on the return, losing 13 yards, but his guys get the football back. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
On first down, here's Breida. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's got it complete to Thompson. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now he'll escape. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. After the sack on 1st down, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
A 7-yard pickup.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
To throw, it's Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown.
Devin Singletary on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. And they'll try to run it in with Singletary. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is, the option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That would work pretty well there.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Flushed out right. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A final shot before half for Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Set to kick off.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spending...
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
Tua on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So give him the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive defensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game.
Marr is set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
8-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Hey, watch the slant. 44, Mike.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
Second and 11 now. From midfield, here's Tua. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Matt Hawk now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Going to try and throw on third down. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
18 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
And 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now this time, Tua is going to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
49's the mic. Watch 49. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now Tua, a big spot for the rookie from Alabama. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Just like that.
Throwing again. Allen. The Dolphins Bills get there this time, and they bring him down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Man open left side is Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Noah Igbenogany. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
After the turnover, it's Tua. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The 20. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
44 is the mark. 44 is the mark.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Now this time he'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Dolphins 27. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Man, it is a cruel game sometimes, as evidenced by that kick right there.
Yeah, this game has no remorse at times, does it? I have a feeling that when this left his foot, he thought he'd given his guys the lead, but that ball just kept moving on him. And in the end, you heard the sound, and he's denied by the goalposts.
He hits Beasley right side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. So Allen's going to look to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Buffalo, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.